Hey guys, this is Marissa and welcome back to my channel, The Budgeting Wife, where we talk about budgeting tips to help you win with money. In today's video, I'm doing a collab with my dear friend, Lydia Senn. Lydia is just seriously the best. She is the sweetest. I feel like she's my budgeting older sister, love her to death, and I'm so thankful that she's doing this collab with me. If you are coming over to my channel from Lydia's channel, then welcome. Again, my name is Marissa, and here on my channel, I share how you can live life well on a budget. So if you are not yet subscribed, I would love to have you as a subscriber and part of my YouTube family. You probably already know who Lydia is, but if you don't, please head over to her channel and show her some love as well, and definitely don't forget to subscribe to her channel. So today, Lydia and I are each sharing the 5 things we sacrifice to be able to accomplish our financial goals. I get the question a lot of what are things that you gave up in order to become debt-free? And in all honesty, we actually didn't have to give much up because we started our debt-free journey so early on in our lives. So my husband Jacob and I, we got married when we were right out of college, and so we had nothing to start with. When we got married, I was 20 years old and my husband Jacob was 23. We were just starting out our lives, our careers, and again, we had nothing. When we got married, we moved both from our parents' house into our new apartment, and the things that we had there were just things that we got off of our wedding registry. So we really started with very little, but we knew at that point that we wanted to pay off our debt as soon as possible and work on our financial goals. Together, we had over $80,000 in student loan debt, and we wanted to get it paid off as soon as possible. I know that a lot of people at our stage of life were getting jobs and actually making money, and so they were doing things like buying new cars, going on vacations, and doing all these sorts of things. But instead, since we were making money, we decided to still live like we were essentially in college and live just very basically and put all of the money we could to paying off debt. So here are some things that we actually didn't give up because we never had when we were working on the financial goal of paying off debt, but these are still things that we had to sacrifice and say no to for a season so that we could work on some serious financial goals. The first thing we sacrificed was our personal space. So Jacob and I lived in our own apartment for the first year of our marriage, and then once our year lease was up, our rent was going up $200 a month. And so instead, my parents reached out to us and offered for us to come stay with them for a little bit of time to be able to finish paying off our student loans. So that is something that we took them up on, and we moved in with them. We lived with my parents for a little over a year. I think it was like 14 months that we were with them, and we worked on finishing off the rest of our student loans, which enabled us to pay off $87,000 of student loan debt in about 2.5 years time. And this was a huge game changer for us, but it was a total sacrifice. Jacob and I had a 10 by 10 room. It was super tiny in my parents' house, and as semi-newlyweds, we definitely sacrificed our personal space to be able to live with my parents and pay a smaller amount of rent so that we could throw so much money towards our student loans. It was definitely a sacrifice for us and also for my parents, and they were very generous in letting us live with them, but it honestly was a sacrifice that was totally worth it to help us accomplish the goal of being debt-free. The second thing that we sacrificed to accomplish financial goals that we sacrificed when we were in debt and also still now that we are debt-free is eating out. In our budget, we spend about $50 a month in eating out, and that is it. I know that for millennials, we love to eat out and we love the total experience of eating out with friends, but this is something that we really said no to while we were on our debt-free journey and still today, because we value reaching our financial goals more than the experience of eating out at this point in our lives. Now, I really do love eating out, and I will say I'm not the best cook, and so going out to eat is honestly one of my favorite things, but I also know that another one of my favorite things is saving money, putting money towards a house, and saving for retirement. So for right now, eating out is definitely one of those things that we have sacrificed and something that we don't do as much as others who are our age. The third sacrifice we made is driving nicer cars. When Jacob and I got married, I was driving a 98 Camry, which is my car from high school, and Jacob was driving a 2001 Tacoma. As of today, I am still driving the 98 Camry every day to work. Yes, we are debt-free. We have about a 6-figure income, and I still drive a 98 Camry. And Jacob, though, now drives a 2013 Toyota Corolla, and that is a very new addition. We recently got the Corolla in December, and it ended up that his Tacoma was worth so much that getting the Corolla was almost basically a straight swap. And so we love having this new car now, but driving old cars was just something that we sacrificed during our debt-free journey, and obviously something that we still sacrifice today. I remember when I graduated college and I had so many friends who posted like, finally an adult, like bought a car. And I'm like, girl, you financed that $30,000 car. Like, not to judge, but that was just something that we decided we didn't want to do because we wanted to finish paying off our debt and becoming debt-free and living out our other financial goals. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with driving an old car. Sure, people may look at me a little funny, but guess what? People don't know me and they don't know my story. They don't know that we have money saved and are debt-free. And so everyone has a different story. You can't judge people by the type of car that they drive. And so I am perfectly fine with still driving my 21-year-old vehicle. Because driving an old car that's paid for feels a lot better than driving a new car that's been financed. The fourth thing we've sacrificed to accomplish financial goals is vacations. I love going on vacation. You guys, I love sitting on the beach. We live in Portland, Oregon, where it's like rainy and nasty all the time, and nothing is better than just like a Hawaiian beach. But I also know that vacations can be quite expensive. And so at a time in my life when a lot of my friends were going on trips to Europe or other exotic places, I was at home. Maybe we took like a day trip to the coast, and that was about it when it came to vacations. During our debt-free journey, we really didn't go on any sort of vacation besides a family trip to Disneyland where we only had to pay for our airfare. Everything else, we waited until we were debt-free to be able to take a decently nice vacation. And I will say that now that we are debt-free, we really have loosened up on that, and we've been able to do a bit more traveling. Right when we became debt-free, we went on a cruise, and that was a lot of fun in the Caribbean. And last year, we went to Hawaii in May, just the two of us, which was amazing, and it was the first trip, just the two of us, since our honeymoon 3 years earlier. And then we also went to Disneyland in December, which was my literal dream come true. And then this May we are going to Hawaii again, and I'm very excited about it. So we definitely sacrificed that for working on those serious financial goals of paying off debt, and we have eased off a little bit now that we are debt free, but we definitely don't travel as much as I know a lot of our other friends do. And the fifth and final thing that we sacrificed to accomplish some serious financial goals is time. When we were working on paying off debt, we took on some serious side hustles, and we ended up not having as much time for ourselves. I took on a side hustle doing some online marketing for a small company, and honestly, it wasn't that bad of a side hustle. Jacob has also done other side hustles when it comes to doing handyman type of work through the app of TaskRabbit. He's found some great things to do, and it's been great to make additional money that we can use for paying off debt, as well as accomplishing other financial goals like saving for our emergency fund. And for the season of paying off debt and trying to get out of that quickly, we really sacrificed our time in doing so many side hustles. And now I still do a side hustle, which is here, my business of The Budgeting Wife, but it's truly something that I love, so I don't see it really as a sacrifice of time because it's become a really great hobby and enjoyment for me. So that is all I have for this video, sharing the 5 things that we have sacrificed in order to accomplish our financial goals. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you are new, and leave me a comment down below and let me know what is one thing that you have sacrificed to be able to accomplish some serious financial goals. Also, don't forget to head over to Lydia's channel and check out her video. She is just seriously the best. If you guys don't know her, you need to go check out her channel and subscribe to her. She is wonderful. And with that, I will look forward to seeing you guys in my next video. Bye guys.